Hi guys, I'm Cassie Beasley. I'm the author of Circus, Mirandus. So I'm going to answer some of your questions today, and we're going to start with, what made you decide to use a circus as your magical platform? Is it because kids already find them somewhat magical? So I was really excited when I came up with the idea for Circus Mirandus, and it was this story about a magical circus. That's a really fun setting to work with. Especially for fantasy novels, because even in the real world, when you go to a carnival or you go to a circus, you kind of go into it with that willingness in you to suspend your disbelief a little bit and really just enjoy the magic. And that's something that I wanted my readers to approach my story with, and so that was a fun part of it. I also love the circus in the story because it's got lots of different magicians involved with it and lots of different tents full of magical and mysterious things. So our second question, your bio states that you prefer to write for children and young adults. Is there a reason this is your preference? So I absolutely love writing for kids and young adults. I'm really in my happy place right now. I have my dream job. It's so much fun. And one of the reasons I really love to write for this audience is that it's the books I really love to read. I think so many exciting things are being done right now in literature for young readers, and it's such an honor, and it's so cool to be part of that. So our next question is, you say your sister is a writer as well. Have you ever considered co-writing a book with her, and do you write the same kind of stories? I have considered co-writing a book with her, but I'm not sure she would go along with it. Even though we work really well together, I think she's worried that I'm a little too disorganized. But it's a work in progress. I'm going to convince her one of these days, because I have some stories that I know I could tell better with her help. And I bet she has the same kind of thing going on. As for whether we write the same kind of stories, I tend to write more along the lines of, fantasy and science fiction and that kind of thing. And she tends to write more realistic fiction. But we do both cross over, and we both write for middle grade readers. So I think it's pretty perfect, and I think we could make a really great story happen together. And number 4, is there a person in your life you based Aunt Gertrudis on? No. So my great aunt is not a bit like Aunt Gertrudis. She is the sweetest lady in the entire world, and I love her to death. And she is never mean to me. And so when you guys read Circus Mirandus, do not think that I have a mean great aunt. I have a really perfect great aunt. She's totally the opposite of Aunt Gertrudis. And why do I think Aunt Gertrudis was such a horrible person? So first of all, a lot of people actually ask me, at the end of the book, should Aunt Gertrudis have been redeemed? Was she too mean to Micah? And the truth is, I think Aunt Gertrudis is a horrible person, but I think she's a very real horrible person. There are those people who they're pretty selfish, and they don't want to have anything kind of infringe on their lives and the way that they're doing their thing. And so that's kind of how Aunt Gertrudis is. She's not ready to be a parent to Micah. She's not ready to accept the fact that maybe, there's a magic circus out there that she should believe in. And she's really not a kind person, and she's not a very caring person. Last question, and I really like this one. What advice would you give to our young writers as they are learning to improve their skills? So first of all, if you are a young writer, go you. You have chosen a really cool thing to do. My first bit of advice would be to have fun with your writing. Don't write what you think other people want to hear from you. Write what's really in there, Write something that's true to you and fun to you and exciting for you. And my second thing would be to really embrace the idea that what you put down on the paper the first time is probably not going to be exactly what you were trying to put down on the paper. So enjoy writing, embrace revision, and have a lot of fun with it, guys.